How's it going, everybody? I'm recording this video to share a reality about what it means to be a single parent and to be a single dad. I'm going to be a little transparent here, and whatever I try to do with this channel, I try to make it honest but present a lighthearted perspective on being a single father, raising 3 sons, and sometimes it's important to show the realities of it. My life isn't great, and I've shared my struggles and things that I've gone through. Today I wanted to be transparent because I'm in a situation right now that I'm pretty sure many single parents are in as well. And it always happens around this time of year when it's time to go back to school, our kids to go back to school. Truth be told, I am making more money now than I have been ever in my working career. I'm making over double, almost triple than what I was making at Head Start. I used to have to work multiple jobs. And around this time of year, when you have to go school shopping for school supplies, school clothes, sneakers, the supplies that the classroom needs, etc., single parents like myself that don't have it financially like that struggle, and you don't have help, and this time of year is just extremely stressful. Single parents are out there working several jobs, trying to make sure that their children have what they need to have. And there's single parents out there that get zero help from the other parent. And it's tough. It's hard. It's not easy. And you know, regardless of it being challenging, single parents do it because they know that they love their kids and their kids have needs that need to be met. So single parents will do whatever it takes to make sure that their children have what they need, not just for the beginning of the school year, throughout the school year and throughout life. But then there's some single parents rise to the challenge and they do what they need to do. And I commend all of you out there, all of you. But the reality is, it's not easy. It's not easy. I worked all summer doing summer school, and September 1st comes around, I have to make sure that my kids have sneakers, clothes, school supplies. I got to make sure all the bills are paid. All the bills are paid. My rent, gas, electric, internet, because the kids need internet for school and studying, things like that. It's hard. Boy, it's hard, And one thing I try not to do is burden my kids with having to think about what I can't do for them. So when they tell me they need something, I try my hardest to go hard to make sure that they get it. I'll work extra to make sure that they get it. I do whatever it takes to make sure that they can get it. But it's not easy, man. It's not easy. Not easy. And when you're doing it and you have to do it all on your own, it's an even added burden because you're thinking to yourself, like, I really didn't make these children by myself, and having all the weight of providing for your children on your shoulders, caring for your children on your shoulders, it does something extra to your psyche, when you think to yourself, like, you're doing everything that you can for your kids, and you're the only one doing everything you can for your kids. It does something to you. It does. And I try to think of the positives all the time. I think, because my motivation is caring for my kids because I love my kids. I do for my kids because I love them. I want to see them happy. I want to see them without need. So I will break my back to make sure that my kids have. They may not have the best, but they will have everything that they need. And I will try to get them a lot of the things that they want. But it's not easy. So you single parents out there doing this on your own, I commend you. Stand strong. You keep pressing it. You keep pressing forward, Tell you, man. Like, I haven't had a weekend to myself in a year and a half. I haven't been able to do anything for myself in over a year and a half, and it's hard. It is. Now, granted, I love my kids. I do love my kids, and I actually prefer being around them all the time. But sometimes I need to have time for me, for my mental health, to take a break so I can clear my head, reset, retreat, renew, and then get back into the swing of things. But I don't have that opportunity, and I haven't had it in well over a year. And even right now, I escaped to the park so I can record this video. My son I live right on the other side of these bushes here, and my 11-year-old is there now, but I have to go back home to make sure that he's okay. So people who have the support of both parents, or parents that have that are married, that utilize the support of each other, really don't understand the struggles that single parents go through, especially if they don't have the full support of the other parent. And if you're in that situation, I commend you. You keep pressing on and keep pushing forward, and pray for provision, because that's really one of the only ways you can actually get through this. And that's praying for God's provision. I'm always praying and always asking God to make sure that He comes through. And every time He's come through in the clutch. So I'm thankful to God and for the strength that He's given me thus far to care for my kids, and I'm praying for continued strength. It's not easy, but it definitely is worth it. And to be able to see my kids grow up. My son is in college now. I have a junior in high school and a 6th grade in junior high. Listen, man, like, life doesn't get any better than seeing your kids grow up to be healthy and successful. It doesn't get any better than that. But it would be nice to have some help. All right. For the past couple of years, it's only been me. Last year I got some help, but in the past I've had some help from my mother, my grandmother who passed away, my god sister Didi who passed away, and I don't need as much help as I needed in the past today. But to have the full burden of back to school shopping on your shoulders, it's not easy. I had to sacrifice trips this summer. I had to sacrifice, night outs with some friends, just so that I had the money to purchase what my kids needed for school. And I had to get some stuff for my son in college as well. So it wasn't easy. It wasn't cheap. But it's the reality of being a single parent. It is. So if you are watching this, you're a single parent, stay encouraged. And let your motivation be to do what it takes to see your kids grow up to be successful, happy, and healthy adults. All right? God bless you. Thanks for watching. Stay encouraged. All right? Peace.